Okay, looks like we're getting fired up here. Get the bot on. Should be going. Like Chris is on it. See if it comes up. Yep, looks like it's going. Get the giveaway going. Okay, it should be going. Explanation point raffle will get you in there. Howdy everybody. I'm going to try and do something here. So if I miss your chat, sorry. Got a 40%er. Let's see if I can do this. I've never done a poll before. Again, howdy folks, if you're coming in here, I'm trying to get a poll set up. About what we're going to do for live stream here in the next couple weeks. Okay, I think I got it going. I guess we'll see. Again, howdy everybody, if you're coming in. Yes, Larry, pole dancing. Thank you, Drew. Looks like Joey got a membership again. Thank you, thank you. But the deal is, in 2 weeks is the Super Bowl. I cannot live stream on Saturday next weekend or the following weekend. And I'll have to do them on Sunday. Well, next Sunday is the first NASCAR race. I will go over to my friend's house, so we would have to have the stream early at like 2:30 if we do the member stream, maybe 3:30, 2:30, 3:30, or 3 o'clock, 3:30 if we do the penny hunt instead, and save the member stream the following Sunday. Well, the following Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. I know a lot of you guys follow Super Bowl. I don't really care one way or the other. We would probably have to do the live stream early that weekend also if we were going to do the member stream. If we do a Wheatie book fill, the Penny Sis book fill up, we'll probably do it at our normal time at 6:30 or 7 o'clock on Sunday. Well, I guess that didn't happen, Chris. Yeah, we'll have to have it early, either both weekends or Super Bowl Sunday. If we do the album fill, we can do that in the evening. I know some of you guys soon watch the Super Bowl, but I know you remember stream. A lot of you guys want to be in there. Dennis, I really don't care anyway. I don't really watch football anymore. I do kind of watch a little bit of the Super Bowl. Usually we'll pop in, maybe watch it till the half, and then I'll go do something else. But usually decided about half the time by then anyway. So, but anyway, that's the reason I switch away, Vincent. I don't care to watch the halftime shows either. Okay, well, you guys can choose in that poll that I did up there. If you want to do your member stream next weekend or the following week. Either way, I got to do it on both of them on Sunday. So I'm racing on Saturday both weekends. So what is the thing not working for you guys? The one game. I did do it, have an update. Minute and a half to get in that giveaway, by the way. Explanation point raffle. I mean, it might have turned the game off. Let's see. See if I can figure out where it is again. Because I can turn those games on and off. Nope, that ain't it. Looks like the duel is turned on. All the games are turned on, so anyway. It's like you guys are hitting a few of the money bags. Getting started. By the way, we got a new bounty prize besides the the steel Indian head and the $50. You can choose to get one of those dollar coins that I did a short on here recently. So they're the Iowa ones. You can get a P or a D. And if you want both, you'll have to win a couple times. So it's those new dollar coins. They've got, one thing I forgot to say, they've actually got a 250th privy on these things. I don't know. You know, what I could do is pull one out and show you guys. These are the first coins that come out, and see if we can get it here under the scope for you guys. I see the giveaway is done. I'll open it back up if anybody didn't get in there. Oh, get out of there. See that little privy mark there? It's got the Liberty Bell and 250th on it. So Something a little different there. That's cool, James. Do they got the privy on there on the quarters? Okay. Get back over here to the giveaway. I'll resume the entries since I was off doing something. If anybody else wants to get in there. But anyway, yeah. That's the Iowa dollar coins. We got those into... It's like somebody got in there. Close it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close it. Oh, I didn't show you, but I'll pull it out here. We'll pick a winner. Look at there, Chris. Right off the bat. The guy that never wins. It's a 40%er, by the way. Silverman says rigged. 40%er, 1966. Congrats, Chris. Again, thanks, Drew, giving Joey a membership. He was complaining before the stream. He says, I never win nothing. And I said, well, that means you win something. He said, oh, we'll see. Well, looks like you did. Okay. Okay, well, how did that get switched? Up to 21 likes. Okay, we'll get, yeah. Yeah, $100 silver. Let me get back over here on my other screen. Had 26 votes in the poll. That kind of screws up my screen here where I want to watch. We're going to close the poll, see what everybody says. Either that or just closed it on my page here so I don't have to see it. I don't know if it's on a timer or what the heck it is, so it's not showing it to me. Anyway, gonna do the Wheatie hunt here again. We'll get out the later book. We'll put the other one aside. We'll do the teens, 20s, and 30s later. I'm going to set this off the side too. Silver wise, we got a Vader round. That's been changed. We got a John Wick bar. And we got a Buffalo Indian head. Generic silver there. So that's what we got for silver besides the other stuff. Silver over $100. I don't know if it's done anything this evening. I think it was at $102 or something like that. May go higher, what people are saying. $106, holy cow. I know that they opened that up this evening. 106. That is just crazy. What's that mean? That a 40%er is worth about 15 bucks now? $40 half dollars, 90%ers. Probably getting close. Anyway, what we're going to do is going to set this bag aside. Start hunting through these. Start filling spots. $25 likes over there. Well, I got a handful in my hand here. We'll get these out of my hands and we'll start on get you 25 likes going. 57 Denver. Okay, what's tapping here? I think I got it. $52 Denver. Again, the other set of books will be available for an end of stream. Jimmy says he's got a handful, huh? Well, that's not a bad one. Start off here. Got 1927. Oh, got another 52 Denver already. 45 Philadelphia. 1 billion of those minted. Cool, Brian. That means they're still out there. $56 Denver. We can look at that one here in a little bit. 47 Philly. Hey, at least those are sliding in halfway decent. Oh, and of course everybody needs a 44. Highest minted wheat cent, 1.4 billion. Okay, 42. Say I get these pennies out, we'll do our 25 likes. $50 Denver. I've been a little busy. Had a couple dischargers to build the last couple days. By the way, hopefully everybody's staying warmer out of the snow. There's a 1920 Philadelphia. We missed out on the snow, but we have been really cold. 56 Philly. We were down, well, it's actually 5 out. That's warm for the last 2 evenings. We were down to about 10 below, which is 20 plus below for you Canadian and Australians out there. 57 Denver. Yeah, I'm sure it's been really cold up there, Brian. We had, like I say, wind chills down to 40 below, which that's 40 below for you Canadian folks. Also, 46 Denver. We was back skiing in the day out in Colorado. Got a 45, already got it. We go jump in the pool or the sauna, heated pool of course. Then run out into the snowdrift outside, jump in it, and then go run back inside. That was always nice and tingly. 40 Philly, that'll get set aside to go into the other book. There's a 41. There's another 40. Well, Chris, the truth is, were they right or not? You're a little crazy. That was a 44, by the way. 50 Denver. I think we already got that one in there too. Got a few more to go here, and then we'll get our 25 likes going. 49 Philly. Maybe a little, yeah. Aren't we all just a little crazy? Ooh, that's a 41 with a mint mark. That's San Francisco. That's always one that, yeah, it is. One that always seems like we never get filled. '41 San Francisco. Brian. There's a 53 Philly. Well, I wouldn't think you'd have the air conditioner going today, Chris. That's a 49. Didn't we already? Yeah, already filled that one. Cool. Let's see, is it the 67 or 68 that has some that are 50%, Dennis? 57 Denver. Didn't we have one out? We got one of them. Yeah, I've got a 51 Denver. Yep. Dennis, did you get one of your envelopes? At least. I would think everybody's 1,000 sub party prizes have made it there, except maybe Dennis's. That's a 56 Philly. Another 51 Denver. And 52 Denver. We got that one too. Okay, my hands are empty. $25 likes. Not opening till Christmas, Chris. Got 68 Denver there for 25 likes. Yeah, they went out too right at New Year's, so I'm sure they spent a few days sitting around down here too, Dennis. So I would think first one at least be getting there any time. Okay. 25 likes. Should be going. Explanation point raffle. Explanation point raffle. Should get you in there. Got 10 of you in there already. Get back over here to the chat. Explanation point raffle. Again, hopefully everybody's staying warm and out of the snow. My trip home last weekend was very interesting from the racetrack. Roads were icy, and it was 15, or it may even colder than that, and they were out putting down that brine. Well, that brine doesn't work when it's 15 or below, and when right after they put it on, it turns the road to slime. I had my car sideways for about a quarter mile. Well, it wasn't sideways, but it was going back and forth for probably a good quarter mile on that brine. Freaking idiots out there putting that stuff on when it's too cold for it to work. Cards in the ditch everywhere. Basically white knuckle driving for about 80 miles. That is not fun, Jimmy or Brian. We used to have a wood stove here also in the basement, and I'm glad that well, actually, insurance wanted to jump the rates way up, so we quit burning wood in the house. So, yeah, I made it home safe, going about 40, 45 through a lot of it. But that is the first time I've ever had that car sideways, front wheel drive, or fishtailing, I'll say that. That's what the ass end was, going back and forth on the ice. I've driven in my share of snow, trust me, too. So that didn't feel good. Anyway, it looks like the giveaway is over with. We'll get back over here. 25 of you in there. Pick a winner. KJ in Ohio. Have I sent something to you, KJ? What did I do with my pen? Let's put it back. If I sent something to you before, if not, get a hold of me. Or if you change your address. Congrats, congrats. If I have, I've got your address. If you want to send me an email, go ahead. You can do that. This makes it easier for me to respond back. So, yes, I am, Scott. Yep. Born in this house that I'm in. Or actually, I was born at the hospital, but yeah, it's only spent about 6 years away from here, down in Kansas. So, went on wheat harvest, which that was interesting, or actually on harvest, because we did both wheat and milo. Traveled from Texas up to Kansas and then out into Colorado. Did barley and oats out in Colorado, and then come back and did milo here in Kansas, or there in Kansas. Hi, Coin Silver. Almost Iowa, yeah. Well, Brian's the hardy soul. He's up there in that north country. Yeah, we got 1951, not a D this time. Anything north of Highway 20 is like Minnesota, as far as I'm concerned, here in Iowa, which it cuts across the northern third of Iowa. It's going to snow. It's going to snow up there. 44. Oh, got a 37 there for its 30s in the album. 56 Philly. I think we already got 56. Yeah, we got a 44 with a mint mark. I think that is a D. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, we can look at it here in a little bit. And 1923 Philly. Yes, Lyle did get dumped on. 52 Philly again. Nope. It's the Denver that we had. There's Spot. .46. And that's another new one. We're getting quite a few off the start here. 1934 Philly. Slightly better date there. Another 56. Another 44. 40 San Francisco. Means we got 2 of the 40s to put in the other book. Boy, that's a slick 51 Denver. Good thing we already got it. Hi, New Marshall. Again, if I didn't catch you, I never did see results to the poll. I don't know what happened with that. I guess I'll have to look back. There's a 41. I never saw it pop up on the chat. 44. Might be still open, I don't know. Cool, Dennis. I've still got my old one out here. I didn't have time here the last couple weeks to get my new one fired up. 56 Denver. I'd like to try it out here. Just try it. 42. 69, don't care. Okay. Well, I guess I will make the decision then. $53, Denver. I know people like to watch the Super Bowl. Some people. So we'll probably have them both in the afternoon. I'd kind of lean toward doing 51. We got it. Doing finishing this book up next week. 45. I can do that in 2.5 hours, and then I can start it a little bit later. $56, Denver, because I'll have to leave here by about 6 o'clock, I'm sure. Well, it's a 1918 with a mint mark, a little slick. It is an ASE mint mark too. First teens in there. Another 1940. 1928. 53 Denver. Got it. Hi, Walter. Glad to see you in the chat. You've been commenting on a couple of my videos here lately. 41 Philly. Another 41 Philly. $56 Denver. Boy, we're just pulling out all kinds of them here. Have to hunt. 57 Denver. I think we got it already. If you're new in there, you can play the slots, get 3 money bags. You can win one of 3 different sort of prizes. You'll see that come through in the chat every now and then. 44. Do the gamble, you can't lose points, so that's how you build your points up. There's a 58 we can look at. We've got an older one coming up next after this one. That's a 45. Got it. Yeah, a little older. 36. One we can check. 51 Philly. Got it. $49. We got a 49, yeah, we got a 49. Yeah, 2 days ago, the furnace, I think, ran all day. 53 Denver. It was actually having a little bit of trouble keeping up. 58 Denver. I'll fill the spot. Maybe we can give everybody some points. That's another 40 San Francisco. get these coins out of my hand and we can do something. We'll probably put the scope on here next. That's a 42 Denver. Yep, 42 Denver. And I'll fill a spot. Again, if we're coming in, we're going through a 500 count Wheatie cent bag. Work on filling the the Wheatie years. 57 Denver. And I've actually got a set that I'll be giving away here, or can, if you choose, for the end of the stream. One that we've already done. 52 Denver. Oh no, Littlefoot. You there? I can't remember exactly where you are. I know that, where was it? They said there was all sorts of power outages. 53 Denver. Well, don't use all your Wi-Fi up or your battery life. But good to see you in here. 46. Those ice storms, it can be a while before you get power again. 56 Denver, yeah, that's another one we can look at. Okay. Get the... Yeah, that's not good. I know one ice storm here, we went 48 hours without power, so... As before I had a generator here. I do have it so that I can hook up the furnace fairly easy to the generator. Then I can run a cord inside, at least run a light. I have ran my computer on it, but I have to have my hotspot because if my power's out, my internet, regular internet's out too, so that's not a good thing. But I do have a hotspot that I carry with me to the racetrack. Okay, let's get that scope fired up. Look for some varieties here. 56 Denver. I guess I should have been looking for these. Looking for D over shadow D. That D is way too low to be the shadow D variety. There is other RPMs on the 56D, but I'm not seeing it on that one. Oh no, cellular's out too. $36. There is 3 different gradable varieties. FS 101 or 101, 102, 103. Looking for doubling on the date, and then Liberty and the motto. Not seeing anything on those. That date close, make sure. Oh, that's good, Littlefoot. This is that one ugly 41 again. There's a couple different recognized varieties, double dies. Again, look at the same three things, look for doubling. I don't have them pulled up today, so usually I'll pull them up and let you guys look at what we're looking for. I don't have them up today. 58. Only a couple of these that have ever been found. Major doubling on the Liberty, naked, almost naked eye visible. We would probably shut down the stream if I found one. Lots. Anyway, that needs to go into the book. That 41 needed to go into the book too, but I forgot. There's another one in here. Another 56 Denver. That is mint mark is too low, not the shadow D. Another one to go into the book. Yeah, there is some strong strikes. Again, that mint mark's just a little bit low and to the right, where it should be. Actually, the mint mark should be up, actually almost directly between the bottom of the 9 and the 5. And the shadow D would be below it. It almost looks like it's something there, but that's not it. That's just the coin. Okay, there's the 41. Again, looking for the doubling on the date, on the Liberty, and on the motto. Nothing there. Just a little bit of damage there above the S. Another 41. I'm not seeing it. Nope. Oh, who hit it? Kane did. I see you, Kane. We got a few more to go through, but I'll go back. What would you like, Kane? Want the Indian head cent, steel cent? One of the $50 sets or the new coins? New. New 2026s. Okay. P or D? Which one would you like there, Kane? I know it's a little bright. D? Okay, gotcha. Just remember that you got the D. I think I got something here of yours already that wasn't sent out yet. You bet, Kane. Gosh, don't even have my marker out. Yep, you got one of them nice new Iowa. Hopefully you can see that. What's that guy's name again? Norman Borland. He's the innovator of disease-resistant wheat back in the 1930s. Congrats, buddy. And then again, those also got that, like I showed there earlier, that 250th anniversary or privy mark on them. Hi, flea bag. Okay, back to the scoping. '56, again, one that I should have caught before. Not the Shadow D or an RPM. '44 Denver. We are looking for a D over S mint mark. And you would see a little bit of the S above the D. And it's not there on that one. But that'll be one to go into the buck. 3 to go. Another 41. Again, looking for the doubling. This one's got a little bit of a wear issue on it. Not seeing anything. Again, another one of those that's not the Shadow D. I usually pull them out, but you can tell I haven't hunted pennies for a month. I usually catch them before they go to the scope. Not the Shadow D, not an RPM. 41, last one. Not there. Oh, Chris, I see it, Chris. I see it. And I just got done. What would you like, Chris? One of the $50 sets, one of the Indian head steel cent sets, or one of the, there it is, 2026 P or D Iowa dollar. Yep, never wins. Want a $50 set? Which one would you like, Chris? $25, $24, $23, $21, or $20. Don't matter. Well, you're going to get a 25. It's on top. I think I just refilled them too. Probably got more in there than any of the others. The guy that never wins has won twice already tonight. Congrats, Chris. 2025. Headed your way. Cowboys never win. Oh my goodness. Getting deep in here. Okay, I got a few to put in the buck. $41. I think I put more than 141 up there. 44 Denver. $56 Denver. Let's see if one of them was better. Yeah, that one's better. eBay. And that's the 58. Vikings never win either. By the way, if you haven't, and you win something tonight, you haven't gotten one of these 67 Canadians that Dennis Stewart provided, that'll be included with your package. And if you're a member, started giving these away also, so if you haven't gotten your 58 Denver BU sent, that will be headed your way also. Dennis provided those. What in the heck we got going on here? Okay, there we go. Grab another handful here. See if we can fill some more. May there be a 1909 in here. I think we did get one regular, not the BDB 52, the last bag. There's a 55. Not in bad shape either. $48 Denver. That sounds like a new one. Yep. Hi, Fasty. How'd your weekend end up going there last week? I know I seen one post from you. You guys didn't know or know anything about racing Chili Bowl. Was last weekend. Well, there's an RC Chili Bowl down there. Also, Fasty was down there. 38 there. I know your weekend wasn't going the best. I think you got sick or something. Yeah, that's what I thought. I seen you said you were sick. Sick for 3 days of it. That ain't good. But yeah, that's like the Super Bowl of oval racing. RC wise also. 46. How many entries was there? 500-600 down there, something like that. 46. I know there was a bunch. 1920 Philly. What do we got here? 46 with a mint mark. It's just a D though, Denver. Oh, do we got it in there? Yeah, we got it in there. $45. There's a 1917. Not in bad shape. That's one we can look at also. Another 56, or is that a 58? 58 Denver. We got that one. '53 Philly. That's kind of annoying. Sitting there bouncing, cord bouncing off my lamp. 57 Denver. Trit's about hit again. 56 Denver. That mint mark might be high enough. Probably not, but we'll look at it. 44. Everybody wants a 44. 45. Hey, 55 with a mint mark. Denver. $46, got it. Another 56 Denver, definitely not Shadow D. 52, I think it's a Denver. Make sure, yep. $36, we can look at it. 45, got it. $35, the one for the other buck. 51, got it. Think, yep. $47 Philly, got it. 57 Philly, oh, got that one yet. '58 Denver, kind of an ugly 58, but we'll look at it. 45. I got another 1920 there. That's the second one of those we've had. Close end marsh. $41 started off, another one to look at. It's 42, no mint mark, got it. Another 42, that one's all pockmarked. Got the chicken pox, or measles. 56 Denver, not Shadow D. Another 44. 56 Philly. For sure we got that one. A bad looking 58 Denver there. A little red on him. Well, that's a 26. Make sure there's no mint mark there. If it had a mint mark, it'd be a little better date or a better date. No, no mint mark, just 26 Philly. I think 26S is considered a semi-key date. 52 Denver. 44. 49. 57 Denver. 41. 57 Denver. Got a little red on him. There's a 50. Did we fill a 50 yet? No. 50 Philly. $19.19. I think that's the first of those we've seen. 57 Denver. 55 Denver. Got both of them. Hey Larry, guess you win too. Dogs barking outside. Larry, what would you like? Want one of them dollar coins? Indian head cent, $half sets, what would you like? I haven't looked at what we got on top for an Indian head cent. Yeah, I got 3 choices now. 1906 on the Indian head. What I got on top here. Welcome to our world there, Forbidden Planet. Just we missed out on the snow this time. But it's cold. Larry's thinking. See what Larry thinks here. Want one of the dollar coins there, Larry? Okay, Larry. You got him thinking so hard. Dennis. 53 Denver. Kind of a neat coin, those new dollar coins. With that privy mark on them. 48. Oh, we don't have a 48 in there yet. Yep. Maybe he gelled up there, Brian. So cold that he gelled up. 57 Denver. Didn't put his power service in. $55 Denver. Cool, Scott. $56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Another 41 to look at. Another 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. 48, another one, we just filled that spot. 44. $57 Denver. I didn't put the link for where I got these pennies up. He is out of them right now, so he's supposed to get a hold of me when he gets them back in. 48 Philly. So I didn't put the link up. 53 Denver. 42 Philly. What is that? I think it's a 29. Yes, it is. 1929 Philly. I don't think we've seen one of them yet. Work on that book next time. 53 Denver. 45. $58 Denver. That might be a new one. 54. Sure it's a Denver. I think it is. I always double check. That's got a nice strike too. I thought that was a spot that hadn't been filled yet. That's another one. I believe it's a 41S, but I think we already got it. Yeah, we need the Denver. Of course, everybody needs a 44. There's a 58. 45. 57 Denver. $50. Make sure it ain't a San Francisco. I think it's a Denver. Yep. We got it, yep. 42, Philadelphia. 51, Denver. 47 with a mint mark. We need 47 with a mint mark. Sure, I think it's San Francisco, ain't it? Nope, Denver. 47 Denver fills a spot. Okay, I can do that. I can do that, Larry. Kane got to Denver. Of course, to look at these, the mint mark is on the edge, so, or on the rim. Good thing they come in separate bags. I can do that, Larry. Thank you. Hey, Kane, you got your set? P&D set for Kane. Kane slipped out on us. Oh, yep, there he is. We'll get you those coming there, Kane. Yeah, 57 on Super Bowl day, Chris. Oh, yeah. Had 2 more to go. 44 and 55 Denver. I think we'll get the scope fired back up here. No Cowboys. No, evidently not, Brian. Hey, G-Dub. Get that scope going here. $41. Hi, Deborah. Looking for the doubling on the 3 different things. Not seeing anything going on, so that's not it. $58, looking for that naked eye visible doubling on Liberty. Not there. Yeah, that D mint mark wasn't quite high enough to be the shadow D. Close, but not quite. Not on it. Didn't see no RPMs either. Or actually, that is an RPM, the shadow D, but I believe. Okay, got a little something going on that date. I'm not seeing the splitting though. Should see it on the 1. See it on the 6. Does have a little wear on it. It's definitely thick. Got a little something going on there. Definitely a little thickness on the date. I'm not seeing anything on anything else. I don't think so. Another 41. I'd like to find one of these older ones. Of course, I don't hunt as many pennies as Rob finds treasure or anybody else there to find one. No, he said he's found a couple of them, of the different ones. Ooh. I think we got a poor man's there. Something going on that second 5. Definitely got something going on that coin. Got a little bit of a... We got something going on that coin. That's interesting. I'm guessing it's... Flip it sideways, see if I can see it. It disappears going that way. It's sort of there. Definitely got some thickness going on. I'm sure it's just a poor man's doubling there. Got a little bit of a die gouge between the two 5s. That's kind of interesting. I haven't seen any thickness on the 1 or the 9, but both 5s are definitely thick. That's cool. Let's set it aside. Take a good look at it. Okay, what we got here? Oh, okay, the 1917. Looking for doubling at the date. Looking for a split on the 9 and on the 7. No, not there. I think that is our first 17. I know it is because that's the first one we scoped. Another 58. No doubling on the Liberty. Again, that one's pretty much naked eye visible. Only been a couple of them ever found. So rare, I don't think they even have pictures on Variety Vista. I had to look. One of the sites that didn't have pictures of it. See anything on this 41? One more. This is the other 55. This is the one I don't see any poor man's on it. A little bit of red though. Nice one for the buck. Okay, not the double die. 55. Chris thinks he's going to Disney on slot bounty wins. Shoot, Larry about hit again, but the poo got him. Okay, keep going here. Do at least another handful or two, and then we'll do our midless stream, 40%er. $47. Got it. $44. Of course, everybody wants one of those. $42 Denver. Yeah, we got it. It's got a little bit of red on it too. I don't know what I've got in my own personal book there. I might leave that one off to the side. We've already got one in there. 55. I think I got a nicer one in my book, but 50. 58 Denver. I think we got both of them. 57 Denver. 46 Philly. Yeah, we got that one. Nice 57. Nice enough to set aside? Probably not. Ooh. 1913, Philadelphia. I know we haven't seen one of them. I'll fill a spot in the other album. 1921, Philadelphia. I don't think we've seen one of them either. 56, 44, 57 Denver, 55, did I put that 55 away? Yeah, I did. $51 Denver, 57 Denver, 53 Philly. Got them all. 46, 56 Denver. Not the Shadow D. 57 Denver, 56. Another 56. $44. Another 56 Denver, not Shadow D. Mark is too low. 50. Philly. One do we need? We need a San Francisco. That one is, oh, that's a 56. Not the Shadow D. I thought it was a 50 also. Denver. Another handful. $50 Philly. 41 there. Another 56 Denver, not the one we're looking for. And another one, 56 Denver, Mark Stilo, and a 56. We're on a 56 kick. That one's no 56 though. What do we got here? Gosh, that's a wore out 1935. About as wore of a 35 as I've ever seen. Just making sure it is 35 Philly. 55 Denver, 57, 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Another 56 Denver. Nope, that's not the Shadow D. Had a little kind of dirty. That's a 40. Throw that in that 1940 pile over there. Pick one out to go in the other book, and that way I don't have to dig through all the 40s looking for the 1940 in the other album. 55, 56, 1950. Haven't put one in the book for a little while. 44. Definitely should find a few more. 57 Denver. 56 Denver. Not Shadow D. 44. Plenty of them. 52 Denver. No, we got it. We need San Francisco. 42. I'll bet you that fills the spot. 48 San Francisco. Just maybe I need to complain a little bit more. Come on, bag, give me some cents to fill in the album. 44. 58 Denver. 47. Got it. That's a dirty 36. 44. And a 45. Okay. Been about long enough. Don't look bad. 67, got a little bit of green trying to poke through, but the coin is pretty nice shape. Get back over here. Get over to the bot. Okay, get in there. Explanation point raffle. 3 minutes. Explanation point raffle. Okay, Dennis. I don't know how to shut it off. Maybe I got to go down there and shut it off. I don't know. We'll see what it says to me. I don't know how to shut the thing off. Maybe if I do that And then, no, it won't let me click that. Huh. I know there's some way you should be able to close it. I don't know how. Oh well. Well, it sounds like people don't care. Huh. I don't know how to close the poll. Maybe it's if I click on that. No, it don't let me. It's the way like normally when I got polls, people got polls or whatever, I can't see it. Just got a bar there. I try to click it and nothing happens. Okay. Thanks, Dennis. At least we know. I'll decide and I'll put up a community post to let you guys know what time and when. Like I say, I'm tending toward finish working on on the Petty album next weekend on Sunday. So it sounds like you have been to a few there, Larry. I didn't want to say regular, but okay, it says the poll is done. Get in there, T-Roy. See if I can see who's all in it. 23 of you in there. See if T-Roy got in there. Yep, he did. Okay. We'll pick a winner. 23 of you. Who gets it? Kevin Vick. I think Kevin Vick's been kind of on a roll here lately, too. Seems like. Where's my pen again? I think he won the Industream at on the 1,000 sub party. %% Kennedy, seems like. Congrats, Captain Vic. Of course, those are worth a whole bunch of money nowadays. $35. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Who'd ever think a silver and a $50 would be 35? Brian hasn't won since the Ice Age. Well, you're in it right now, aren't you? Oh, the last Ice Age. I got you. So that means last winter? Or earlier this winter? Hi, Scott. Of course, G-Dub's up there in that frigid north also. I think it's supposed to drop below 0 again here tonight, 0. I think it all depends if the clouds roll out or not. 45. $55. I think we had one of those 1925, maybe earlier. We had a 26. Know that. Again, that'll fill a spot in the other album, and we work on that next time. 50. $52. 29 San Francisco. Not a semi-key date, but I think that's a little better date also. 29 San Francisco. -3 on coast of Maine, yes. I bet you that's probably don't get that a whole lot on along the coast. I know Atlantic is cold, but I would usually think the coastal waters would stay a little warmer inland. 56 Denver, not Saturday. There's a 29 Philly. So got both the Philly and the San Francisco. 53 San Francisco. I think that might be a good one. Hey, we filled a spot. $46. $57 Denver. Yeah, I'm sure it's, I don't know what the weather's like out in Wyoming, but if you got some of that warm air that's supposed to be filtering in yet, or you're yeah, I'm sure. I seen a picture of a lighthouse that was completely covered with ice from the waves. I think it was on Superior here a couple days ago. 57 Denver. Well, there's a 28. I don't be seeing a 28 yet either. $46, no mint mark. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, the coldest place I ever been was Rawlins, Wyoming in the wintertime. 35 below air temperature. Driving through there with a truck. 56 Denver, not Saturday. Definitely I was trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Was not nice that night in, I believe it was in Rawlins. Yeah, I'm sure it was. 51. 57. Chris gets in the member chat, or the member, showing off his new emoji. 12-month member. 45 Philly. $40. Throw it up there with the other 40s. Another 29 Philly. Seen a couple of them now. Oh, 31. Oh, trying to ski probably, you're saying there, G-Dub? 46 Philly, 35. It can get miserable cold out like west of Denver this time of year. I know when we went skiing, it was always in March, or most of the time we went was in March. It's when they tend to get a lot of snow out there, and it's usually a little bit warmer. 58, 44. Look at the 58. Yeah, skiing when it's that cold, you just as well stay in. I mean, yes, you get warm, but then you sweat, then you're hating it. 55 Denver. Last time I went skiing, one of the guys that I was with out there, actually a friend of my brother's, we was on our next to last, or actually our last run. We were coming off out at Keystone. We're going to go down the bottom, chairlift up, and then go down to back down to the bottom, and we were going to be done and leaving. And his buddy compound fractured his leg, had to be airlifted off the mountain. You know, kind of broke me of wanting to go skiing much anymore after that, even though I enjoyed it. Right above the boot, snapped his both bones in his leg and broke the skin, all that good stuff. 52 Denver. $44. Sorry I'm putting you to sleep there, David. Putting myself to sleep. Oh, I think that's a 28. Pretty tough to see. It's a 1920. I think we already seen a better one than that one. $52 Denver. $53 Denver. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Of course, another 44. $35, we've seen one of them. Another 56D, mint mark too low. Another 40. $52 Denver. Yep. Another 56 Denver. Looking at that mint mark. Not Shadow D. $55 Denver. That's a pretty nice 23 there. Got a little dirty on it, but a good strike. Not worn, too bad. Quite a few weed ears on it. 55 Denver. Holy cow, 108. I figured it would drop today since it went up so much there Friday. It's up like $7 Friday, but they just keep creeping it up. 41. That's what, about $6 here. $5 since what it was earlier this afternoon. 44 Denver. It's one we can look at. 45. Another 45. That's the first 39 we've seen. 58 Denver. 55. Getting a pile there. Probably have to scope some. 52 Denver. Okay. Throw some under the scope here. See what we can find, if anything. Okay, there's that 44 Denver. You can see a little bit of the S above D mint mark. Actually, you'd see it throughout, through the center also, but telltale is a little extra on top of the D, which is not there. I think I already filled that spot. 55. Definitely not the double die. Not seeing any poor man's. The one we found earlier is definitely worth looking at again. Let's set aside. 41. I don't know if there's any other minor varieties in the 55 or not without looking. Seen anything on that 41? Pretty nice strike on that 58. Not the double die. Another 55. A little damage on it. Nothing there. $158, Kane. Yes, crazy world we're living in right now. Another 55. Not there. Oh, I see a boom out of Jim. Did Jim hit? What did Jim find? I don't see nothing. I don't know. It probably will drop, Chris, but I think the supply and the amount of that's being mined right now is lower than what the supply demand is. So, hey, we got some poor man's doubling on that one. So I think I got a feeling it'll stay stronger than what it. Whether we'll see $50 again, I guess we'll see, or lower. I don't think we're going to see $20 silver again. I think we're more likely to see $120 silver. In the near future, anyway. Okay, looking at that 36, it's kind of dark, but not seeing anything on it. I really coined silver. I would agree with, from what I've seen, 135 is not out of the picture for silver coming up in the next month. It's just crazy. I think there's been so little, or the mining is not keeping up with the industrial supply of silver right now. So I don't want to say that because I've got new silver dollars I'm going to be wanting to get. ASEs, 41, not there. Usually like to buy a graded every year. That's not going to be cheap this year. Graded ASE. One that matches my other half a dozen or better. In MS70. Okay, not seeing anything on that one. That's what we got for this go around. It would switch. Okay, I wanted to see if I'd already put this one in. 44 Denver, yep. Okay. Still got quite a few to go through here in this bag. Exactly, Larry. I'm just glad to have what I got before this price went crazy. One thing I may do is trade a little bit for my new ASEs. I'm just talking about the new ones, G-Dub. I haven't went and seen my coin guy yet. I don't know if the new ones are out yet or not. My regular coin guys were moving their shop this month, so he said get a hold of him at the end of the month. So I haven't went and seen if the new ones are out or called him or. But yeah, I'm talking about the 26s. But actually, my book is full. They're GW. Whether I'll have any for sale, I don't know on here. Moved to Virginia, yeah. And we got a 41 to start right off. I know my guy, I think he sort of wants to downsize a little bit, but I don't know if he can. He has a lot of inventory. 40 and 41. Already had a 141 there. I know if he turned it over to his son or 44, sort of, I know he's sort of doing that now, but 53 Denver, whether they'll get rid of their rock collecting stuff that's there. I don't know what he's up to. Doesn't know he's moving buildings. 53 Denver. $58 Denver again. 44. $53. 57 Denver. 58 Denver. That's a 1950. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of a separate part of his. There may be other people kind of involved with that part of it. I know he's more into the coins, but I know that when I was down there about a month ago, right before Christmas or around Christmas time, before they were moving, he had moved a lot of his coins out already, and they had rocks sitting there trying to unload rocks. So I don't know what exactly is going on there. So and he told me, he said, yeah, that he'd already started moving his stuff. So 56 Philly, 53 Philly. $44. That's a 39 with a mint mark. Yeah, just 39. $53 Denver. 57. Not a bad looking 55. There's an earlier one coming up. 52 Denver. Been a while since we filled a spot again. 1919. No mint mark. We found one of them already. 58. Look at. 45. Got it. 54 Denver. Needing a regular 54. 57. 56 Denver, not Shadow D. 57. 46 Philly. Got it, yeah. Still haven't seen a 46S yet, which that's a possible variety. D over S. Or S over D, sorry. 42. Another 55. Looking earlier, 1919. Not a bad strike on that 1919. Not too much wear. And a couple more handfuls here. Probably close it down for the night. Do an end of stream. 55 Denver. 50 Philly. 49. Sure, we got that one. We need the D and the S, so. 41. That is a 58 we can look at. Try to fling a couple others over there. Another 58. Can't tell though if it's a Denver. I think it is. No, just it's a 58. Got some damage on it. Be my luck if I'd find one of them 58s, it'd be damaged. 49, 1940. Still have a good chunk of change though. 51. SMI DS. 53 Denver. Another 41. And what do we need here that should have filled already? Quite a few actually. 49D. Missing the S mint marks. Should have a 54, although it is a little bit lower. Mintage. Another 41. 53 Denver. 47. We got a 47, yep. 50. Both Phillies. 45. 57 Denver. Had plenty of them. Another 50. 41, 52, 46, Phillies, got a 52 with the mint mark, making sure it's a Denver. I better just look. Yeah, it's a Denver. Need an S, so 7 Denver. 53 Denver. 57. 57 Denver. 55. Okay. We got a pile there again. Probably do these and do another handful or two. 58, not the DDO. 55, not the DDO. Don't see any poor man's doubling on it. See, that one earlier definitely had something going on it. Again, 58, you would definitely see an extra Liberty sticking up there. If that was it, not it. $41. Again, looking for the three main varieties. Doubling on date, Liberty, and the motto. Oh, that one went in the wrong spot, but oh well. Nothing there on this 41. A little damage on the R there. Not seeing anything. Well, these thoughts have been a little bit slow here. I think Larry was the last one that hit. Not that one. Definitely not the well-known DDO. Seeing if there's a little bit of doubling on there, but no. Almost look like there's a split on that 9, but not seeing any offset. Not super thick. Nope. 4 more. Yes, you did, Larry. You must have broke it. I guess everybody can blame Larry for breaking the slot machine. It says generosity. The bot evidently didn't like that. You'll fix it, Michael? Okay. Hashtag blame Larry. Yeah. Puts in his own hashtag. Okay, nothing does on that one. Knowing this bot, he'll start hitting right as the stream ends. It tends to do that on occasion. Okay, nothing on that 41. 2 more. Walter was close. Okay, not seeing anything on that 55. One more. Kind of a scratched up 41, looks like. Liberty looks all cockeyed. Okay, not seeing anything. Thank you, Kane. Oh. You might have to do the @ twice there, Kane. I think that's the only way it does it now. That @ symbol, you got to do it twice. $41, yeah, that goes there. Okay, switch it back. There you go. You got her there, Kane. I was just getting ready to get everybody some points, but Kane got her. That's what I was thinking. You got to do that @ twice now to make it work. Yeah, that's what you guys... That's the reason you couldn't duel earlier. There you know, you got to do that @ symbol twice now, maybe. Who knows? That's the stupidest thing ever. They changed those names around. Like that. 57 Denver. Why couldn't they leave something alone? 109. Holy cow. That's what, yes, Larry, that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's not good, Kane. 46 Philly. I know we got that one. There's another 40. I'll put the 40s in after the stream. 58 Denver. Yeah, Vincent, I'll agree with that. 36. Yeah, I don't know why they had to put that @ symbol in front of everybody's name. I mean, yes, it's how you tag somebody in a, like if you're doing a video, but why does everybody have to have it? 44. Thank you, Scott. Did I miss something, Kane? Oh, God. I gotcha. Kane playing with me. Or playing with us. I guess that didn't come out right either. 50, 55 Denver. Yeah, we'll probably get this handful done. We'll do our end of stream. 52 Denver. We aren't seeming to be finding anything to fill dates here. 44 Denver. Well, we can finish off looking at a couple. 55. Close, Brian. You didn't have enough ats there. You needed one more. Then you would have got the third money bag. 49. $53 Denver. Another 44 Denver. Couple to look at here at the end. 48. That looks earlier. It is. 1919 San Francisco. I think we saw one of them earlier. 44. Oh, we got an early one coming up. Got a couple of them. 51 there. Not that one. We got a 1920 Philly there. Another 44 Denver. That's 3 of them there. 53. This is the one that I saw. Show it under the scope. We got a teens with a mint mark. I'll just say that. Got a 50 and a 46. And we'll put the buck aside. We'll hunt these last few, but I'll show you the one that. Close, Jim. Too bad you were swimming with the fishes. With your money bags. 16 Denver. A little better date. Little better date. $55. Not the DDO. Didn't see any poor man's on it. Yeah, maybe a little bit. A little bit of poor man's going on there. On the last 5. Not enough to keep worry about. Yeah, it'd been cool if it been an S also. There, Michael. 14D would definitely have been better, but probably need to get out my Wheat Scent album again here, and I know I've got a few to put in there. I got a 14 Denver graded that needs to go into one of them. I don't know if they'll fit in there though. Okay, looking for the doubling on this 36. Not seeing anything. It is in my slab box, but you've seen me do my albums. I like to put in those slab key dates in with a sleeve in the front of my albums. 44 Denver, looking for that D over S. A little something, just a mark there. Not seeing anything there. Another one, this one don't look as good. Got some gunk on it. Not seeing any extra material above the D, so not that one. Probably the last one's another one. Yep. Not seeing any S under that D, so not what we're looking for. Still probably got 150 or so to go through here, 100, 150. We'll do that probably next week. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do the members the week after. Probably in the afternoon, both be in the afternoon. Hate doing it in the afternoon, but gotta do what I gotta do. At least there won't be daytime football games to worry about. So it usually start about 5 o'clock, the Super Bowl. Anyway, then off the side, sit that over with the other one. Need to grab these. I know it's been about 3-4 weeks since we've had these out, but this is one of the end-of-stream possibilities if you guys want it. This is a 1909 to 1940 album. We filled previous, over half full. Yeah, we did have a 1909 in that. I was thinking we did. But yeah, there's 50 of the, 89 coins in that. This one is clear full, got seal cents in there. Got some nice cents in there, and got a nice BU. Looks like 64s, and in the reverse there, nice BU 58. Next one will probably have a BU 58 Denver. I'll probably change that out for one of these. That's one choice. Of course, the uncirculated PD&S steel cent set. And what do we got? I think it's a 63 quarter. Kind of dirty. 63 Denver. A little worn. But what is that? $16, $17 nowadays? That's what it used to be for $50. Anyway, we'll get back over here. G-Dub says he'll take the dirty quarter. There you go. Industream. It is going. Exclamation point raffle. Get you in there. Exclamation point raffle. Yeah, exactly. About 20 bucks. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Again, if you haven't, I guess I didn't have this out tonight. If you were to win, you haven't received anything from me lately, or hadn't got one of these, that Farmer Phil sticker will be included. That's exactly what Chris said earlier. Man, I never win nothing. So that means you usually win something, right? There, Larry? Isn't that when you do the double negative. That's what I told Chris, and it means you usually win something. Get in there, exclamation point, raffle. Maybe if you use the double negatives, that'll confuse the bot, tricking you into letting you win. Yeah, Otis, I haven't had a chance to look back through that stream. Otis had an envelope get ripped open, kind of like what you do, Larry. The sticker was in there, but what was it? A $50 set and a bounty were ripped out. I've got a new stamp sitting here too. Everything that's non-machinable will be stamped. That could either be good or bad, I guess. Might make them squash the heck out of it. But yeah, I got a stamp here from now on for non-machinable, so make sure they don't get those non-machinable $50 running through their machines. Yeah, two $50 do too, Jim, the way I send them. They're right at, well, they're right at an ounce in flip. But the thing is, the size might, I worry about them more getting caught in their machines. But anyway, looks like time is up. Hopefully everybody got in. A whole bunch of slots went through there at once. Pick me, pick me. Did you get in, Larry? I would hope so. If not, I'll open it again for just a second, and I'll see if your name's on the list. Yeah, Larry, you're in there. I see it. I'll close the entries back up and pick a winner. Fleabag. Fleabag, you never win either. Fleabag never wins. What's up with that? Fleabag, you never win. Lost my pen again. Fleabag. Oh, I guess I didn't ask you what you wanted. I just wrote your name down on there. You want the penny albums? You want the quarter? You want the uncirculated steel cents? Quarter. There we go. Guess I predicted it ahead of time. Congrats, Fleabag. We got you something finally. I don't know if you got a sticker yet or not, but we'll get you one if you haven't. So, anyway, guys, I think we'll get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Thank my mods, Dennis, Mike, and Kane. We'll try and get stuff out tomorrow. I don't have a lot to go out. You guys, Mr. Bot didn't like you guys tonight for some reason. So, yes, everybody stay warm. Don't get stuck in a snowdrift. Next Sunday afternoon, we will be working on the books again. I think I've made the decision, so probably see you about 3 o'clock next Central next weekend. So thanks again, everybody. We'll catch you later. Appreciate you all for being members and participants in the live stream.